Yes, guys, welcome back to another vid from Mutal FC, and today we got another banging vid for you. Today we got Week 19 predictions for you, but before we get to that, we gotta talk about the FA Cup, specifically Leeds getting thrashed 3-0 by Crawley Town in Football League 2. What the hell happened there?
Yeah, I mean, Vig's right. They made Mark Wright look like fucking Ian Wright. But yeah, Leeds are ass.
All right, so for our first game of the week, we got Leeds versus Brighton. I think Leeds are going to win this game 4-0. Bielsa, I think he needs to make a comeback here because of that embarrassing cup loss last week. So I have Leeds winning 4-0.
I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw here. I know Leeds usually have a high scoring. They either score a lot or they concede a lot. I just feel like Leeds, after that damaging loss in the FA Cup, they just might not be at it. And I just feel like Brighton, they're gonna have a point to prove. And their defense is usually good, relatively for a relegation team. So I feel like they're gonna keep it 1-1.
Yeah, so Chelsea Fulham. I got Chelsea winning 3-0. Werner and Kai Havertz got their first kind of goal link up. Not first, they got a recent goal link up last week in the FA Cup. I think that's going to build confidence for them. And this is another Fulham side that's weak, probably the weakest defensively in the Premier League. So I think Chelsea are going to win this game 3-0 with more goals from Werner, and maybe Kai Havertz too.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Chris on this one. I think it's gonna be like a 2-0 win to Chelsea. I just think Fulham, with all this COVID stuff they haven't been able to play all their games. I think they're 1 or 2 games behind everybody. They were on a good run of form during December, but it's kind of halted because of this COVID stuff. And I just think Chelsea have too much quality, even if they're not playing at their best. So 2-0 to Chelsea.
All right, so on to Leicester, Southampton. I think this is a sneaky good game of the week. They're two teams in the top half of the table. I have a tie 1-1. I think there's going to be a lot of attack in this game. And the matchup I'm most looking forward to is Vardy versus Ings, who's going to come up big to keep their team in the top 6 race.
Yeah, personally for me with Leicester and Southampton, this is going to be a good game. I think people have to realize Southampton just beat Liverpool and Ralph Hasenhüttl was crying. Maybe he'll be crying again if Leicester smash them again 9-0. If people don't remember that's what happened last year. 9-0 thrashing, but it changed Southampton. After that, people were asking for the manager to get sacked, and since then he's turned them completely around, and they're a much better side now. So we'll see this game if Southampton really improved from that 9-0 about a year ago. But I do think this game has a draw written all over it, 2-2. I just think Vardy and Ings will both get on the score sheet, but the defenses for both teams haven't been the greatest lately. But I think there's goals on both sides, so 2-2.
So on to probably the biggest game of the week, Man United versus Liverpool. I have United winning 3-1. I think it's going to take us we're going to be at the top of the table after Burnley, but we'll increase our gap after this game. I think all our players are going to show out. Bruno, I think he's going to get the team ready. Hopefully Harry Maguire can do something as captain. I don't know. Maybe we'll have Bailly back. But I think there's games United where we show up, and then there's games where we don't show up at all, and it's just terrible to watch. And this is a game where we show up. I don't think Liverpool are going to be. I think they're going to play well. I just think when we're at our best, I don't think we're going to lose. So I have us winning 3-1.
I wish I could be as optimistic as Chris as a United fan, but I still think we can get a draw to this game. I think we will still be going top of the table into this game because we'll get some type of result against Burnley. And I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I know no one wants to hear a 1-1 draw. I just think United, they can't be negative about how they play. We saw against City in the Carabao Cup. City are still a threat for this title race, and United got outplayed against City for the most part. I know the 2 goals were set pieces, but United got outplayed, and that's where I'm worried that United will concede against Liverpool. Set pieces, because United's set piece defending is god awful. But I do, like Chris said, I do think we are a threat on the counter. And seeing that an 18-year-old scored from Villa scored against the Liverpool defense, I'm confident that Marcus Rashford, Martial, Cavani, or Greenwood can get a goal. And then when you have Bruno, you always have a chance. So I think it's the best chance United have to get a result against Liverpool because no Van Dijk. But just because Liverpool's record at Anfield is undefeated in 4 years in the Prem, I can't see us beating them. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Right, so Manchester City, Crystal Palace. I have Man City winning this game 3-0. I think, like Vig said, they are still in this title race. They slowly snuck up on all these teams, and they're right there. I personally think they are title favorites compared to United and Liverpool. they just look like they're not back to their form from like that Centurion season, but good enough to win the league for this year when it's like an unpredictable season. No one has like stood out as like the greatest team in the league. So, but I think they're slowly getting results. They're keeping clean sheets. They found their center back pairing with Ruben Diaz and John Stones. I think Crystal Palace should be an easy win for them. So I have Man City winning 3-0.
Yeah, I think Chris hit it on the head. I think Man City, like they're the best out of the rest. I think in terms of consistency, once Aguero is fully back, they'll be fine as well in terms of goals. And like you said, clean sheets. I think they're the best defensive team in the league, and that's so surprising from last year when they were like not up there. And like Pep has really improved it with the signing of Ruben Diaz and John Stones coming good again. And Crystal Palace are just not the same team they were a couple months ago. So yeah, I think City win this game like 2-0.
And so on to the final game of the week, Arsenal-Newcastle. I have Newcastle winning this game 1-0. I think Arsenal, usually when they have these good runs of form, they seem to slip up somewhere. I think this is where they slip up. I still don't think they can score goals. Aubameyang was their consistent goal scorer. He's not scoring anymore. Lacazette scores in patches. I think he scored 2 games in a row. I don't think he's going to score again. They needed extra time in the FA Cup to score. So I think Newcastle are going to come out 1-0. I think Callum Wilson goal.
Yeah, I think for Arsenal-Newcastle, I think Arsenal will still win this game 1-0. I'm just going to go the opposite way because one we saw in the FA Cup when they played each other. I know Arsenal had to go in extra time to beat them, but they still did beat them. I just think Newcastle have not been good. Newcastle are lucky that there are 3 worst teams in the Premier League at the moment because they should probably be in the relegation zone by this point. But I just think Arsenal, they're hitting some good form. I think like they'll get some wonder goal from Aubameyang or maybe even Lacazette. So I think Arsenal will nick this. As for the other 2-3 games that we missed, viewers, no one really gives a shit about like the game. Sorry, like Wolves are gonna beat West Brom. That's a fact. West Ham, Burnley. Again, I'm sorry. West Ham are probably winning that game. So other than that, guys, we'll catch you next week. Stay tuned because we have banging videos coming out. We have some big videos coming out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down what you think is going to happen next week, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.